So everyone and their brother is weighing in on Colorado removing Donald Trump from the ballot. Now California is threatening to do the same by December 28th. But then Texas says, oh, hell no. If you're going to take Trump off the ballot, we are going to remove Biden from the ballot. And I expect there would be some other Republican states that would also follow suit on that. Now, it seems only one of the other Republican candidates have a nutsack, and that's Vivek Ramaswamy, who stood up and said, I'll remove myself from the ballot if this is not overturned by the Supreme Court. And then challenged the other three Republicans still in the race to do the same, but of course they declined. RFK came out and said, this should worry every single American. And it should. Now look, I don't care which side you're on. I don't care if you love or hate Donald Trump. But you have to admit that this is wrong. And I'm sure this will be overturned by the Supreme Court because at the end of the day, this is probably one of the most undemocratic things that four unelected officials could do. And that's taking your right to vote for the person that you want for president away from you. Now, the issue here is this is not unprecedented. It's been done before. It was done to Abraham Lincoln. He was removed from like 10 states' ballots. Of course, he still won. But guess what followed a year later? The Civil War. So I was chatting with my husband about whether we're headed for civil war. And he said, you know, sometimes I think we're already in civil war. It just doesn't look the way we thought it would look. We thought it would be guns and bombs and artillery and hand-to-hand combat. But it's not. It's technological warfare. Which reminded me of General Flynn's book that I read, which is all about fifth-generation warfare. Saying basically they will erode the moral fibers of our society from within without ever firing one single shot. How will that be done? Social media. What's the first thing we do? Take to these apps to spread hate and dox one another every single day. I don't have the answer. But I do know that I've never seen our country so divided in my lifetime. I've never seen them dangle so many carrots of division and us gobble them up, taking the bait every single day at each other's throats. I don't know what it'll take to reach across the aisle and shake hands and realize that it's us against them, not Republicans against Democrats. But I do know that I have the ability to see it, that I do not have blinders on, and that many do, because sometimes it's comfortable in the not knowing, because once your eyes are open to what's going on, you now have to stand against it. It's time to take the blinders off. It's time to get a little bit uncomfortable so that maybe we can get our country back without some sort of 9/11 type experience happening, because I know that's the fear. I just would hate for it to have to come to something like that to bring us back together, if it's even possible. So what do you say, America? Do you even think it's possible to come together? I think it's time to form a strategy. Love to hear your thoughts. Drop me a comment.